Good evening, everybody. We are calling to order the annual organization meeting of the Cheltenham Board of School Directors. We'll begin with a Pledge of Allegiance led by Ms. Henry. It's a change of scene. Oh, it's Mr. Schultz, led by myself. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. The first item on the agenda, should we also do the statement? Okay. All right. So we also have, as of the last board meeting during legislative meetings, which I guess this is technically a legislative meeting, an acknowledgement and honor of indigenous and diverse communities. We begin this meeting with acknowledgement of honor for the many legacies that have impacted our community, particularly those buried over time. Acknowledging truth is critical to building mutual respect and connection across all barriers of heritage and difference. Cheltenham Township stands with the Lenape-Hokkink, the ancestral homeland of the Lenni Lenape civilization. Their people were and still are caretakers of this land and its rivers, and their legacy continues. We pay respect to their elders, past and present, and our community owes its existence and vitality to generations from around the world who contributed their hopes, dreams, and energy to making the history that led to this moment. Some were brought here against their will, some were drawn to leave their distant homes in the hope of a better life, and some have lived on this land for more generations than can be counted. Please take a moment to consider the many legacies of violence, displacement, migration, and settlement that bring us together, and as a school district committed to equity and social justice that fosters intellectual curiosity and disclosure, join us in uncovering such truths. The next item on the agenda is the reading of certificates of election into the minutes of this meeting.
After the roll call.
After the roll call, this script, I'm going to stop following it. So the roll call is led by Ms. Harding.
Ms. Henry.
Present.
Mr. Schultz.
Present.
Mr. Epps.
Present.
And Ms. Mulhern.
Present.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we will read into the record the certificates. And what exactly am I supposed to read of these certificates?
So actually, those do not need to be read.
Okay.
So at this time, we're going to swear in our newly elected board members. Judge Tolliver from the Court of Common Pleas is here as a guest this evening to administer the oaths. The oaths are here, and we can proceed with swearing in the new members.
Great, thank you, Mr. Diazio. Yeah, no worries. All right, absolutely.
Blitstein? Do you have any family members you'd like to come up?
That girl's right there.
Have them come up with you? Please, you affirm, right?
Yes.
So I'll say aye, and you should repeat your name. Voice in this side, okay?
Yes.
And this is the support system, huh?
I, Mia Blitstein,
Do affirm
do affirm
that I will solemnly swear
I solemnly swear
to obey,
to obey,
support, and
defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Very good.
Thank you.
Take your seat. No, I'll take your seat. Mr. Charles Burdell-Williams. All right. Jennifer Lowman.
I will swear. Okay. I, Jennifer Lowman,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the Commonwealth,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
and that I will
and that I will
discharge the duties of my office
discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Robyn Murphy. Good evening. Do you have any family up? There we go. All right, very good, very good. Do you swear in the front? You swear? No? Now, if you like, you can place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand. Okay? And I'll say I and just repeat your name. I
I, Robyn Murphy,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United
and
States
the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and I will discharge the duties of my office
and I will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations. Mr. Ross Whiting. You have oh, good, very good. Here we are. Okay. Affirm. So I'll just
I, Ross Whiting,
do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear,
I'm sorry. Do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
All right, for now.
Thank you, Judge Tolliver. Next, we have an updated roll call of the members, and I suppose it would only be the 8 who have been sworn, who are currently on the board, correct?
Who's currently here?
Yes.
Dr. Whiting,
Present.
Ms. Blitstein,
Present.
Ms. Lowman,
Here.
Ms. Henry, Mr. Schultz,
Present.
Mr. Burdell-Williams, Mr. Epps,
Present.
Ms. Mulhern, and Ms. Murphy. Thank you. That concludes the roll call.
The next item on the agenda is public comments on agenda items only. If you are a member of the public in person with us tonight, you can come up to the podium to speak. If you are watching online, you can send an email to csdboardmeetingcomments@cheltenham.org. Are there no emails? All right. Then the next item is the requests for nomination for president. And are there any nominations for the office of board president?
I nominate Pam Henry for president.
Thank you, Mr. Epps. Are there any other nominations? Then is there a motion to close nominations? Ms. Mulhern is first. Is there a second?
Second.
Ms. Lowman is second. And all in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, please say nay. The motion passes. And we will now proceed to a vote on the election. That is it. And now we would need to have a vote on the election of board presidents. So all in favor of Ms. Pam Henry for board president, please say aye.
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 Any opposed, please say nay. All right. Congratulations, Ms. Henry.
Thank you.
Dan is taller than me, so I was sitting on the floor for a second. So now we will take nominations for the election of vice president. Are there any nominations for the office of board vice president?
I nominate Mr. Schultz.
Is there, are there any other nominations? Okay, is there a motion? No second is required. If there's no motion. A motion to close, I'm sorry.
I move to close the nomination process.
All in favor of closing, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. We will now proceed to the election of board vice president. All in favor of Daniel Schultz for vice president, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. And so the motion carries. Judge Tolliver, Mr. Burdell-Williams is present for his swearing in.
That's how it works.
I
Charles Burdell-Williams,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and I will discharge the duties of my office
and I will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right.
We'll just note for the record in the minutes that Mr. Burdell-Williams has joined the meeting at this point on the agenda. And then I think we're at number 11 on the agenda.
Thank you, Judge Tolliver. Before we move on to number 11, there are some remarks that I wanted to make. Being newly elected as board president for this upcoming year, and to say how honored I am to have you all entrust that responsibility in me. I take the role of school board director and president very, very seriously. We have a lot of work to do in this district to move things forward and to provide the type of educational experience that all of our students need. As a team of 10, and welcome to all of you new board members, I'm looking so forward for all of us working together. As a team of 10, there are a couple things that I want to remind us of. It's easy for us to be in the mindset of the problems and the issues at Cheltenham, because as we sit around the board table, we're trying to make sure that things are right. We're trying to fix the things that are broken. However, there are a lot of great things that are happening at Cheltenham for our students every day. And I think it's important for us to be reminded and remind ourselves of those things because otherwise we just get stuck in the problem phase. I would like to acknowledge 3 of those successes here at Cheltenham. My 3 daughters, or 2 of my daughters and my granddaughter, are sitting in the audience. I'm going to ask you all, I know you don't want to, Layla, but please stand up. Cherie, stand up, stand up. My daughter Cherie graduated from Cheltenham in 2003? 4? I always get that wrong. In 2004. Cherie went on to get a bachelor's degree from Temple University and a master's degree from Cornell University. My daughter Ariana ran track, and if you go to Cedarbrook, some of her pictures are still up on the wall there. And she went on to run track at LaSalle University, graduated a double major, business analytics and IT. My granddaughter Layla graduated from Cheltenham, and she is in school, she's in college right now. Those are 3 success stories that came right out of Cheltenham. And so those of some of our board members right here have younger kids here, and one day you'll have that same success story. The other piece that is really important for us to think about and to be mindful of is that communication amongst this board is really important, and it is essential for how effective we are as we go about the work as a team of 10. One of the things that you will find in front of you is our 2024 communications protocol. I printed these out for your reference. Deb Harding will also be sending these over to us electronically for us to not only read but to sign, to acknowledge that we need to make sure that we are observing those processes. It keeps us cohesive. It keeps us organized. As you know, and for the new board members, get ready for the emails because they're coming. There's a lot of emails that come through, and sometimes the words that and just saying something in passing gets lost. And so when there are things that need to come to the attention of myself and or the superintendent, following this protocol is going to be really, really important in keeping us on the same page. And so again, I would like to welcome all the new board members and our re-elected board members and say, listen, let's go. Thank you. So we are on item 11, time and place of school board meetings. And so in accordance with the requirements of section 421 of the Public School Code, it is recommended that the Board of School Directors set the second Tuesday of each month, unless otherwise designated, as the regular legislative meetings of the school board directives. Let me add to this, family members, you will no longer see your folks on Tuesday evenings. They might get one Tuesday a month, but on Tuesdays, we pretty much are here. The actual dates of the regular legislative meetings of the board are listed as below, and they are at this location. And so, if you have an agenda, the board meetings are listed, but upcoming through the legislative meetings, unless otherwise noted or changed. January 9th, February 13th, March 12th, April 9th, May 14th, June 11th, August 13th, September 10th, October 8th, November 12th. Next December 2nd is the next reorganization meeting, as that takes place every year, and December 10th. So those are the legislative meetings for the year. Yes, yes.
Can I speak into that? Just because,
I know, because you're,
yeah. Oh, wow, problem solved.
some of our mics are not.
Just a question around if we identify the need to change a legislative date, for instance, in November, we often shift it. We don't have to worry about that today, correct?
Correct. They can always get re-advertised in the future.
Great, thank you.
Okay, we will move to public comments on non-agenda items. If anyone who was in attendance has a comment, they can come up to the podium.
You have to take a vote on, are you going to vote on those?
We do have to vote on those. Oh, right, because it does say approval.
Yeah, you can take
All
a
right.
motion and
So moved.
Second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say nay.
Aye.
That motion carries. Thank you, Ed. Now we will have public comments on non-agenda items. There's nobody in the audience? Okay. Our future meetings are as listed in the agenda, and that is for our committee meetings. Unless there is further business, I would like to make a motion to adjourn this meeting. I would like,
I would move to adjourn.
Second.
all in favor say aye.
Aye.
The meeting is adjourned.
Did it?